This season of Nick Izumi is brought to you in part by Dr. Cancer and the Scombies, providing your ska geekery needs one reanimated corpse at a time. Questionable colorations, hate-worthy characters, and more anger than I've had in a long time. Crap damn, I knew there was bad anime, but this is Kaze no Stigma. I don't think it'll come as a surprise to anyone that I've seen a lot of crappy anime, but nothing quite as awful as this. Oh jeez. Alright, so it wasn't as bad as Valkyrie, but this is pretty close. Kaze no Stigma tells the story of Kazuma, an asshole, and his second cousin, who is whiny, and also his love interest. Creepy. Together, they fight demons and prevent the summoning of demons using their magical powers. Because, I never see that in anime. The two of them are from the Kanagi family, a family that specializes in fire magic. But because Kazuma is unable to live up to what he is supposed to as the heir to the family, he instead learns the opposite of their powers. Wind magic. Wait, what? What the hell? I can understand them being disappointed that the fire heir doesn't know fire magic, but how could that be looked down upon, let alone be the opposite of fire magic? Sure, fire magic in this show gives you the ability to not get burned by flame and shoot little kamehamehas, and if you're the heir, you get a cool fire sword. But at the same time, wind magic in this show lets you make wind bubbles, make wind blades, and allows you to fly. Someone's getting the better deal. How could you possibly look down on this? With all this magic stuff, I bet you're hoping that there's a nice slow introduction to it so the audience can understand what's going on. But don't worry, there's not. Instead, we get to open to a shot of Ayano using the blazing sword, which he summons the same way, every time, to battle a jizz spider. Oh, jizz spider, you're so whimsically tasteless. As we're less than 3 minutes in, she of course defeats the spider quite handily.
I guess he couldn't stand the heat.
After all that pointless fan service, we get even more pointless fan service. We also get to meet Kazuma, who proves to us two things. One, that wind kills ghosts, and two, that he's a huge asshole. And that's pretty much the show. Ayano relives stock footage while Kazuma extorts money from people to do anything even the slightest bit helpful. For example, he even wants more money to save his brother from
Lord Gayhof.
Yeah. I'd save my brother from a hoe, gay or otherwise, but still. The characters in this show are just so annoying,
Kazuma!
Speak of the devil.
Damn that Kazuma! He makes me so angry!
Why?
What?
Why? Why are you angry? Is it because you're a poorly written tsundere character? Or is it because you're pandering to some weird Japanese fantasy that the more a girl wants a guy, the more she's going to be mean, whiny, and generally bitchy to it? And your coloration sucks too. There is so much more to hate in this show, though, than just Ayano and the fire puns.
He's toast.
The animation is consistent, albeit bland, and the music's pretty forgettable. But the biggest issue in this show is that absolutely no one is likable. This became abundantly clear to me around episodes 3 and 4. When Kazuma's brother Ren gets captured by
Lord Gayhof,
Kazuma and Ayano spend the last half of episode 3 and nearly the first quarter of episode 4 just arguing about whether or not they can trust each other. This doesn't come off as charming, it just leaves you in your chair yelling, "Hey, go save your brother, you idiot!" After the most tasteless piece of fan service as a resolution to the story, I was ready to give up. And so was everyone else I've watched this with. I'm not even kidding. I've watched this show with 3 different groups of people, and not one of them has gotten past the 4th episode. And I don't really feel that's a loss. This might be my problem in general with modern anime. While the animation and coloring might stay consistent, nothing else really feels up to par. And I miss the stuff from the 80s and 90s that really felt more, artistic. But that might just be me. I might also just be going through a depression that this is the same studio that brought me Samurai 7 and Gankutsuo. I mean, come on, Gonzo, you can do so much better. To put it simply, Kaze no Stigma is just not hot stuff. Still alive here at 5th Avenue Studio, this is Nick Izumi saying, keep on spockin' in the free world.